today of Zade's Gourmet. She's been in our kitchen many, many times. Today, you're making a traditional Irish dish called Colcannon.
Colcannon, yes, which is a potato dish. Shocking, right? I know. Right. Potatoes, Irish. But we also mix it with either cabbage or kale, which we're going to do cabbage today.
Okay.
I have read, actually, funny enough, that this is something they eat on Halloween.
Really? Oh.
I think probably because with the kale especially, it's like a darker green and kind of funky looking.
Sure, but cabbage makes more sense to me because I thought that that's kind of
it's more Irishy, you know. And then we're also going to put scallions in with this cabbage we have in here with a little bit of butter, Kerrygold, of course.
Kerrygold, of course.
So you just fry up a little bit of cabbage and your scallions in here. We threw a little bit of, like I said, that Kerrygold that is salted. And then after these are done for a few minutes, they'll look more like this. You can turn this to off. And then meanwhile, over here, we have salted boiling water. The salted part is very important. We always want salted water, no matter what we're cooking, almost always, because that's like our opportunity to season our food a little bit. So pasta, potatoes, always important. So we're going to pop that in there. I hope I didn't get you. I should have given you a little bit of warning. I turned it down first. But then we're just going to boil our potatoes like we normally would. So the last sort of component of this dish is a little bit of cream. And what I went ahead today and did was, to make it a little bit fancier, is we added a little bit of sage leaves in there.
Oh my.
No, that's a little too funky for me. No, but you might be able to smell that sage in there. And sage is not traditionally part of this dish, but I thought it might be like a nice little infusion, like the scallions, sage. We are Zade's Gourmet after all. We gotta make it gourmet-y, you know? So, and then also, we've got some bangers over here because you can't just have potatoes on air, right? So I went up and I fried up some of those bangers, which is like a pork Irish sausage. First in this pan. Bangers and mash, exactly. So we're doing a play on that today.
I feel gourmet.
I feel gourmet.
Is there a difference with a good butter like this Kerrygold?
So the difference with the good butters, they're typically French and Irish butters. And the reason why they're good butters is because they actually have more fat content in them. In order to be sold as a French or an Irish butter, it has to hit that certain fat content, which American butter doesn't have. So
it's got more water in it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And so I almost exclusively cook with
I look like I'm
French.
doing an ad.
I know. Your nails look nicer than mine, thank God.
Pop up there.
All right, great. So we'll come back at the end of this hour, and you're going to put it all
together.
The potatoes, the cabbage, and the scallions. It's pretty simple.
It's very simple. It's basically just mashed potatoes, but we're learning a way to make them nicer. And one of those ways we're going to make them creamy and nice is by using a ricer, as opposed to whipping them up this way. So we're going to put them through a little bit of a masher, and then we just hand stir them with that cream, some butter, pop those veggies in there.
Perfect.
To make it healthy.
You're learning something, Kelly?
I'm excited for just the more fun facts and vocab in addition to the food.
You always learn some great things.
I know.
Yes.
What else?
Yeah. I have to say that I think we asked you Thursday or Friday, can you come on Monday? We kind of forgot that St. Patrick's Day was like right on top, and we're so glad that you were free today.
I had a sweater ready, you know. I am moving, but I was like, I know what sweater I'll wear. I don't know what we're cooking yet, but I know what I'll wear.
This is perfect. We can't wait to come back and see the whole thing put together. In the meantime, when we come back here on First at 4, we're going to have the latest on the